fast and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? First a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11 mighty. Stop.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengals lead.
Joe Mixon,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The slot man in motion right. Herbert operating from the red zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
12.
Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
DeAndre Carter back deep. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Herbert off of play action.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Here's Williams to return. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before touchdown.
Mike Williams
from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From midfield now, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On one, ready? 11-90. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Burrow will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here we go.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here we go.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. Third and goal.
Now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson. Good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Bengals grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson. Good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. In motion right comes Allen. On 2nd and 10. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Burrow on play action. To Mixon on the check down.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff, now Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hill.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
A handoff, running left, Mixon.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Mix it up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. Eckler now between the tackles. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. For the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. If you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Eckler, they run left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 30 on second down.
Burrow out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go. 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
Touchdown Bengals!
Jamar Chase,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McPherson, nothing good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets. Adjustments prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Herbert going to throw.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. El1te with a pick.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 2. Gotta go.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. As we say thank you for watching and good night.